I always put something for my boy THC free. Get what I'm saying? If you have somebody that passed away or anything, get things that they like. You know, whatever they used to do. I always put like an eighth for my boy that's not here anymore, no longer here with us. Oh man. Happy Sunday, happy church day. Cassidy and T Rex, happy Sunday, yo. I used to call this church, but as you get older and you notice certain things is, the life is like assimilation, and church is like anybody's welcome in church. You get what I'm saying? So when I was welcoming evil people, I was welcoming all type of people when I used to say that. You get what I'm saying? On your upcoming, you might not know any better. You feel me? You calling this your church. You inviting negative people. You get what I'm saying? But the heart was innocent. I had good intentions, y'all. So Cassidy, T-Rex, the shell in the pound, I have them looking with no melanin found. I'm telling you now, and that fake ice that you rock will not make the swelling go down. See, Cassidy, I feel like he's one of those battle rappers. Mr. Carter, salute. Appreciate that. I feel like Cassidy, he's conscious. He's woke. I feel like he's the only battle rapper that used the word melanin. Melanin. You see, we all born $1 million, which is social. Not even that. The melanin inside you is worth more than gold. It's worth more than gold. I noticed that. I went to the hospital. Y'all seen that? I went to get a checkup. I went to get a physical. How come I wasn't able to get my results? Think about it, y'all. Metric, peace and blessings to you, your family, and your kids if you have any. No trolling, please. This is a Sunday. This is holy day. You get what I'm saying? Be positive right now. Please. Please. But I feel like Cassidy is conscious. You get what I'm saying? He used the word melanin. They sent the results to your doctor. No, absolutely. Absolutely. But then they tell you to come on a day that it's not even open. You get what I'm saying? Or they'll give it to you. Don't get me wrong. But why you not checking the problem? The problem, I said, I went in there, I said my head hurt. I said I can't, these two fingers, it feels like, the blood ain't really circulating like that. I told her my arms sting. She's checking my blood. She's checking my tongue. She put the thermometer under my tongue. She checking my blood. Why the fuck you checking my blood for? What that got to do with the price of tea in China, y'all? This shit is $1 million corporation. Death, funerals, that shit is $1 million corporation that people, they benefit off that, y'all. I remember I was walking, I used to work on 167. Dude came out the car, unidentified car, and he picked the birds up with the net. He picked the birds up with the net and was gonna cook that and feed that to the people, y'all. Why you think we so overweight? Why you think we so, we can't help it. We want to lose weight, but we can't help it. The bigger you are, the more that you are worth. The bigger you are, the more that you are worth. See, they try to take your kidneys, your liver. Why you think They, a person just passed away, and the funeral will be like the next day, next 2 days. You get what I'm saying? They just take what they need from you, the insides, the important parts, and they sell it. They make $1 million off of death. Melanin, that shit is worth like. I gotta do my research again. It's been a minute, but that shit gotta be worth like 300, 400, 500 per gram. You get what I'm saying? So imagine how much of that you built up over the years, y'all. Cause you go there, they not really giving you your results. They not really. I told the lady my hand hurt. She didn't give me a CAT scan or nothing. She didn't give me a CAT scan. You get what I'm saying? I see a lot of people arguing, disrespecting one another. Y'all need to learn how to forgive one another, y'all. John chapter 18. Not only forgive 7 times, you forgive 77 times. You don't only forgive 7 times, you forgive 77 times. Forgiving is not an option, y'all. Guastano, salute. Appreciate you. Rianino, Alyssa, salute. Metric, salute. They sent over. Salute. Forgiving is not an option. You get what I'm saying? Let me put the light in a little. Oh. It's not an option to forgive. Like I said, John chapter 18, you don't forgive 7 times, you forgive 77 times. 77 times that you forgive a person. It feels good to forgive. Forgiving is not really an option, yeah? You see, a lot of people judge people and stuff like that. That's why we deal with emotion. That's why we so upset. We so stuck in this simulated world that we trapped. See, a lot of y'all think people are fake. It's not that people are fake. The world is fake. And I'm not talking about character. I'm talking about it's simulated. Your feelings, your emotions, it's all made up. I could put my hand through this phone if I really, the reason I can't, because my mind won't allow it to. The mind is conscious that the hand don't go through there. But as soon as you stop being conscious and stop dealing with emotion, you'll see more superpowers that you truly have on the inside. See, people are stuck in this world. They so stuck on people did them wrong. Relationships didn't work out. You wasn't here to be in relationships. You was here to be a being. You was here to be a being. That means to live. Are you living or are you non-existent, y'all? Are you living or are you non-existent? Emotions, trauma, things that you go through, it's not real. See, religion became real because we made it. You know, it was the only thing that was left behind from the Most High. But what I'm saying is, whatever that you love so much or that you believe in, you take in the next round. You get what I'm saying? Reincarnation. The person that you most love in this world is probably somebody that you loved in the past. You get what I'm saying? The most person that you love in this world right now is somebody that you loved in the past. You probably lived this world. See, when you sleeping, but the soul is doing what it want to do. That's why sometimes you sleeping, you feel like you're in one spot, but your adrenaline is running crazy. You like, damn, I'm in one spot. How come it's like I'm running. My heart is beating fast and stuff like that. That's when you're alone. You're not alone whether it's the beginning, middle, or end. You're not alone. You're just getting closer to the Most High. So anything that you really love, that you might have brought that in the past. And I mean, you might have brought that in a new life. The new life that you have now, you see, you already been here. That's why everything feels so familiar. That's why people look familiar. You be like, damn, I know you. Some people come up to you shaking your hand. You don't know them. You be like, what the fuck? I don't even know you. They probably met you in the past. See, anything that you really, truly, truly, truly love is something that you brought with the past. That's why sometimes we say, um, the love that we get from our parents, we wish we was able to get that from our significant other. You get what I'm saying? That's why they say that. Because that love that you truly have, you brought that person with you in the past. You brought that person with you in the past. So that's why they say, oh, I wish I had the love of my significant other from my parents. Because that's the love that you brought with you. It wasn't the relationships. None of those people you brought with. You brought to the next level. Yeah, melanin, that shit is expensive, y'all. That shit became $1 million corporation. And even look at the people sometimes. Sometimes you talk to people, they seem like they on La La Land. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful, but you could speak to certain people and it'll look like they on La La Land. You get what I'm saying? Religion is very powerful. Don't get me wrong. Anything that we put our minds to too much and we think about and stuff like that is real. It exists. You make it exist with your consciousness, with your thoughts. See, Dylan, shout outs to Dylan. Dylan had like a death in his family and shit like that. He came up like the same day, did an interview. You know, he didn't have the emotion. You know, he wasn't sad, he wasn't depressed and stuff like that. And at first, you know, cause I didn't know what was going on. I got a little upset at him. I got a little upset at him, but then when I started to notice other things, I said, you know what? He might be more conscious than what we think. You get what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Susanna, how you doing today? How's your day treating you? Did you eat today? Thank you for the like and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the like and thank you for the thumbs up. Just working on true self, working on myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. and, getting things right. But today's Sunday, yo, and like I said, I used to say this was church, and as holy people, the gospel, sometimes we accept everybody, but it's not really about good deeds, you know. Even though in life it's about doing good. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole objective. That's the heart. The heart is gonna do good. That's the intentions. You get what I'm saying? But that doesn't make you go to heaven. Uh, um, it's like a jail. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be locked up and stuff like that. You gotta be free. Peace and blessings. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Wes Adams, how you doing today on this blessed day? Happy Sunday, man. Happy Sunday. Appreciate you in the building, man. I was just telling people that I used to say this was church, everybody's welcome and stuff like that. So I was allowing many, many, many forces, you understand what I'm saying, to destroy my peace. It was my heart. My heart wanted to be around everybody. My heart was available. Sometimes you can't, your heart will misguide you. We replace the word hurt with love. That's not love, y'all. That's fear. That's fear. You are loyal to certain relationships because of fear. It wasn't love, y'all. It was hatred. It was the kindness in us that gave them the benefit of the doubt. That's on me. That's on us. You get what I'm saying? We said, oh, maybe they doing this. Maybe we figured out answers for them that kept us stuck. You ever felt stuck? Like you couldn't move? Your legs feel like 1,000 pounds? You gotta snap out the stimulation. I'm not saying you don't have loved ones. I'm not saying this world ain't real, but there's certain people in this world who are stimulated. It's like a video game. You see those people walking around and then they turn around and then, they don't really know their job, their position as people. You get what I'm saying? They got masks, they got AIs, those people with the fake masks, now they got fake masks where it's like $300, $400, where you could be a whole different other person doing crimes and stuff like that. So people searching. It's so much shit that we need to realize as people, that we get emotionally depressed for certain things that are not. It was built like that to break you down. I'm not saying the word ain't real. I'm not saying the fakeness is not within the people. The fakeness is designed like this. Fake is designed. So once certain things is designed, that's when you notice certain things. You see it, you be like, okay, that was meant to put me down. That was meant to make me sad. Once you emotion, you got to put that to the side. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes we in certain relationships that don't even exist. It's all in our head. It gives you peace later on. In the beginning, it might hurt you. It might break you down because you feel like, damn, I had so much love for this person. But that really wasn't the journey in life or how much you love. Everybody was a distraction towards each other. See, the distracting is we all built and created the same, but we all took our own journey. See, a lot of people say the minds is different. We was all made in our special way. We're humans. The way we perspective, people look at us, you're human. You're not as smart as you think you are, or it's not about that. It's of how people perspect you, view you. We are viewed as humans. No matter what you do, no matter what, no matter, we are humans. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes when you look at the reason YouTube sells is because people are looking at people up here and they like, damn, this person ain't even real. You get what I'm saying? Because certain people have certain beliefs, and it's not about real as in character. You get what I'm saying? Some of us sometimes was to be distracted, and it's okay. Sometimes you might not know better. I used to get upset with certain things. Now certain things don't even bother me because I'm not emotionally attached. See, when you get emotionally attached, it's hard to let go, y'all. It'll be difficult to let go. Stay focused on true believer. And, sometimes it's like designed for you to fail, but it's all about you. What you could do. What you could make happen. It's not about giving up. It's not about, it's about moving forward. You see, I went to the hospital taking medication. My neck was stiff. I still kept working. I still kept grinding. You get what I'm saying? It was dangerous because, I'm already on medication, but certain things I did not give up. It's about moving forward in life. The love will hold you back. I'm not saying I don't love. I love, but I love unconditionally. I don't judge you for the person that you are. The Bible says, let people come as they please, especially if they live in poverty, especially if they down and out. Some people may smoke, some people may whatever they may do to let them live another day is not for us to judge them. We are not here to judge. I base my whole life on people judging me. My whole life was affected emotionally because I cared about what people said about me. I care, but I don't let it I don't let it affect me as a person. Criticism is one of the greatest things that a person could do. It's keeping your legacy alive. It's keeping you in the algorithm. It's keeping people talking about you and stuff like that. And you can't control the things that we don't have control of. Sometimes we hear things that are not even real. Sometimes it is all in your head. It's all your thoughts. I done had dreams about people, y'all. I see them in real life, and I really want to fight them or something. Meanwhile, they did me bad in my dream, but sometimes the dreams is reality. Because sometimes in my dream, when I'm dealing with certain people, they not nice. And that shows me their hidden agendas. Sometime in a dream, you'll figure out who people really are. Because once a person is genuine, happy, treats you good in real life, there's no way to have a bad dream about them. Unless they had hidden agendas. See, we think this is reality. It feels real. But as soon as you learn to separate your emotion from living, from being a being wasn't to be emotional. A being wasn't to be in relationships. There's nothing wrong with the people that are in relationships, and but we're just saying, if you don't have it, if you don't have a significant other, if you don't have, it doesn't affect you. It shouldn't affect you as a person. Let go. To let go is to really love. When you let go, that's love for real. I love you so much, I can't even see you go out like that. That's love. Unconditionally. Love shouldn't be hurt. Come as you please. Come with your flaws. My job is to navigate you. I'm like a GPS. I gotta give you the right direction. But for me to judge you, that's not my job. It's affecting me. It starts to affect me. As a person, it affects me because I care for you, want so much good for you. But that was the distraction within itself. They use what you love against you. You love it unconditionally, no matter how it comes. That way, it doesn't affect you. And you navigate it. They're about to go left. Yo, make a right. Yo, make a left. You don't scream. You relax. You don't grab the wheel. You get what I'm saying? All you have to do, make a left. Make a right. That's our job. To give people the right direction. But don't let it affect you as a person. Sometimes we may drown wanting good for somebody. I forgot which chapter it was. It said give. What's up, Wes Adams? Let me see. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Damn, I don't like when I forget certain things. I don't. But with certain distractions, don't let them affect you as a person. Oh, it says the people that you love, right? This is what you do when you want good for a person that you love. When you want good for a person, you speak to them. You let them know how you feel. If that don't work, you go to the church. If that don't work, now you treat them like a You know those people that call you a bill collector. Now you treat them like a bill collector. This is anybody that you have love for, that you want good for them, and it may be affecting you as a person. Let them know. Go to the church. If that don't work, you treat them like a bill collector. You treat them like a bill collector because that's no longer in your hands. You understand what I'm saying? But eventually you forgive. Not 7 times, 77 times. You get what I'm saying? That's growth. It eliminates emotion. It motivates. It pushes. It's not, we don't get distracted from love anymore. We love unconditionally. Come as you please. You get what I'm saying? But I just been taking it easy, working on self day by day, trying to get it right mentally, physically, and spiritually. Doing a lot of research, searching up a lot of things, getting my mind activated, and stuff like that. And, I feel at peace. I feel good. You know, the days I was coming from the hospital on medication and stuff like that, you know, I didn't want to go live because emotionally you get aggravated if you're on medication and stuff, and people playing with you, trolls, but I did that so I could see certain things, so I could work on self. You get what I'm saying? So I could be a better version of myself. It takes time. Some moves take years to make. It doesn't happen overnight, y'all. Why this shit ain't pulling, beloved? I just been taking it easy, loving myself and stuff like that. I love everything, I'm unconditionally, but I had to give time for myself, space to myself. I was always available for people, which is not a bad thing. You know, I'm here to help, but I forgot about self. Self-love is very important, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Self-love is very important. Happy Sunday. Stay blessed, stay righteous, stay healthy, and drink water, y'all. I'm outie, pop outie. Y'all stay blessed. Enjoy y'all day. Not gonna be here for too long. Blessings.